Hi guys, Wifey here for another tutorial. This one is one of my most requested. So during a lot of my other tutorials, I have gotten questions on this wall right here. So this wall was not my creation. This wall was a creation of Tiny Dragon. Making this wall is not easy by no means. So I kind of went through and came up with my own design and my own way of making this wall to kind of make it a little easier for all of you guys to be able to create. So this is what I've come up with. It is not as close together as this one. You can kind of play with it once you learn the basics of how to do it. You can kind of play with it yourself if that's something that you want to do. But this is what I have come up with. So this one and this one, they're two different styles. This is exactly the same thing as this one. I just wanted to make another one, that way you can see it can be done with any style pillar, not just the wooden ones. I personally really love the wooden style. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you how to do this one first, and then I will do this one second. It is got a little bit more to it, not as much, but a little bit more to it. The first thing I will tell you is, if you are wanting to do something kind of like this, where I have the flowers sunk into the pillars, I would opt to do that first. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to show you how to do, just so that way you know how to do it. So doing that first would keep you from having to disassemble your whole thing to be able to achieve that. So what I kind of did was I just laid out some pillars, and you're going to figure out how far down in the pillar you want your flower. And it doesn't matter what flowers you choose to use, but you can use any of them. You just have to figure out how far down in the pillar you want that flower to go. So you're going to place it on the shelf, and you're going to want to make sure that your shelf is lined up. So I always use, as you can see, it's in the corner of that wall piece right there. I always, use my corners of my wall pieces to determine where my wall shelf is, or where my shelf is sitting at. So I'm going to come down, let's say 7. 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to use your cancel placement, your plushie. I always use my number 1 slot for cancel placement, just because it keeps my neurodivergent brain from having to let go of my shelf, look and see what number my object was in, and start all over again. That's just how I have wired my brain. And then you're just going to get up, and you can do multiple at a time. You can kind of turn your flowers so that way they're at different angles coming out of the pillars. Then you're going to take and pick up your wall piece and set it right back down. So then you're going to have flowers sunk down into your pillars. And from that point, you just kind of have to determine how far down in there, how far apart you want them, things like that. So that was going to be the first step, though. First thing that I was going to show you. That way, that's not a question in the future. Okay, now, to start with this first one, the first thing you want to do is, I have all of these pillars are sunk in together. You do not have to do the side ones. I have figured out that I only need 2 pillars to do that instead of sinking those together. So for the side pieces, you're going to need just 2 pillars, 1 for each side, stacked together. And I just kind of set them off to the side. That way they're out of my way. And then the frame. You can go ahead and build your frame. You're going to need 5 concrete blocks, or whichever blocks you want to use. I'm just using concrete because I just think it looks prettier. You're going to need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 5 more going up. 4, 5. And then obviously come across and finish up the top. Now, there's your frame. And you're just going to set it out of your way. All right. So now you've got 4 sets of pillars going crisscross both directions, and both sides will be built the same exact way. So you're going to take and place 4 pillars onto your shelf, just like that. The first set has 3 pillars. 2 of them have 4. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong page. The first set has 3 pillars. The next set has 4. The one after that has 3, and the very first set has 2. So you're going to pick it up, sink it straight down 1, 2 notches, and cancel. Your number 1 button. You're going to place another pillar right on top of each one of those. And that's going to sink them together. So one only has 2 pillars, which is the very last one. So we're just going to set it here. And then we're going to do this same process over again. 1, 2. Cancel. Add. Pick up and set down. And then you have a set of 3 pillars sunk together. Your first one and your last one, or your second to last one, will have 3 pillars. All right, and for the last one, we need 1 more. 1, 2. Cancel place. Stack. And set it down. And now you have 4 all sunk in together. And that will be your second set of pillars. So now you're ready to start. You're going to place your pillar on the shelf or on the wall piece. Okay? You're going to then pick up your wall piece and you're going to rotate it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Kind of bring it over to the edge and just set it down. Now, you're going to pick up, make sure if you pick it up and it moves, you bring it right back to where it started at. Sometimes you can adjust your body to where when you go to pick it up, it doesn't move like what I've just done. So for this one, you're going to rotate your shelf 2 times to the right to make it to where your pillars are straight. Okay? And then you're going to go 15 times to the left. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're going to stop there, and then you're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then you're going to cancel place it right there. Now, You can do that right there. But what's going to happen is if you forget to do this next step, your pillars will be out here and not inside of these pillars, which is where you want them. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your wall piece, and I make sure that I have my wall piece directly on the white line. That way I always know where I'm picking it up from. Pick it up, and you're going to come back 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to turn your grid off and go back towards the white line just a little bit. So you're basically going to kind of move it 2.5 notches. Okay. Then we're going to pick up our very first piece. Okay. Which is going to be one with 3 pillars. Just attach it to that bottom post, the top of the bottom post. I usually just let the grid do the work. That way you know where it's going. And then you're going to come back here, pick up your whole piece, your whole wall piece, and set it back down on that original white line that you picked it up and moved it from to begin with. So now you're going to have your pillars attached to your original set of pillars at an angle. Okay. Now for the second set. This one, 2 times to the right. And then this one, you're going to go to the left by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's right on that line. And cancel place it. Your number 1. Then you're going to do the same thing for the wall. Again, you're going to do this with every step. Always remember to move your wall. You will probably forget because I've done it several times just playing with this. 1, 2, 3. Grid off. Move it back just a little bit. And cancel place it. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move this one out of the way. Because if you do not, you're going to get something's in the way. Because it's going to be clashing with that first set. So you want to pick this up and use your number 1. Just pull it out of the way. Use your number 1 button to cancel place it. That way it will come back whenever you get this placed and you pick your wall piece up and put it back down. Using my grid, I place it down. And then you're going to come back here, pick up your wall piece, come back to that original white line. And now you have 2. So that's your second set. For the third one. 1, 2. This one is going to go to the left by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you're going to cancel place. Pick up your wall. 1, 2, 3. And back just a little bit. Once again, you're going to want to cancel place these out of the way because you will get the same thing. Something is in the way. So just remember to cancel place them. Try not to place them down. You probably will at some point in time, and it's okay. Now, you're going to put it on the same exact pillar, attach it using your grid, pick it up, place it back on that original line. And you now have your third set. Now, for the last one, pick it up, whoop, 1, 2, and then this one is going to go left 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to go up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're going to cancel place it right there. Okay? And then move your wall Pick it up. 1, 2, 3. Just a little. Just a little bit. Cancel. You shouldn't have to move that third one at this point. It should be okay. Now this last one, you're going to place it on the first pillar. And you will not be able to use your grid on this one because it will automatically try to attach it to the very front. So you're going to just turn your grid off on this one and just place it at the very front edge, just like that. Now you're going to pick it up and place it down. So now you have got your one side, okay? Now we're going to do all of this again. The same exact thing. 3, 4. Oh, wait. I realized I only made one set of pillars. I should have made both. 2, 3, 4. One, 2. This to the side. One, 2. Pull this one to the side. And this one to the side. One more time. 1, 2. You can actually do all 8 of these pillars at the same time. I don't know why I didn't tell you to do that. And you will have this right here. All right, so now back to where we were. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rotations to the right. We're going to start with the first one again. Now, it is going to be left. Oops. Two. And we're going to go left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, back up. Nope. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel it. And let's move our wall. 1, 2, 3, back just a little. Hush up. No, ma'am. Pick up the first one and attach it. Hush up. Sorry, y'all. She's grumbly. Second one. 1, 2. And then left 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm right on that freaking line again. And cancel. Move our wall. 1, 2, 3. And just a little. Cancel, place this out of the way. You can see my plushie comes out. Turn our grid back on. And attach the second one. Okay. There for the third third one. 1, 2. And it goes 1, 2, 3. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4. And cancel. One, 2, 3. Just so y'all know, I actually count to myself when I do this all the time. Turn my grid back on. Place and pick up and set back down. One more. 1, 2. And this one is left 6 and up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cancel. Pick up the wall. 1, 2, 3. Grid off. Go back towards the white line just a little bit. We're going to cancel that out of the way and cancel that out of the way. And then attach this one. Remember, you can't use the grid for this one. And then pick up our shelf or our whole piece and place it back down. And then you have your second set. Okay. Now comes the assembly. All right. So now you want to bring your shelf back to the correct level. Put your concrete frame, put your frame up here. Okay. And you're going to sink this 5 times. So you want to pick it up, make sure it's straight. You want to come straight down. You don't want to go move any other direction from the direction from where you've picked it up at. So if it moves like that right there, simply move it back to the spot and then count down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did say 5, right? I didn't write that down. Pretty sure it's 5. And cancel. So now you're going to take your first side off, take your second side off, and you want to cancel place those out of the way. Because then what's going to happen is when I pick this up and put it all back down, all of that is going to come back here. Okay. So for your first side, you want to pick up your bottom pieces, because what that's going to do is it's going to tell you, and I'll show you, that way you kind of see what I mean. Because what it's going to do is it's going to tell you something is in the way. Okay? Because those pillars are inside of that block, technically. So what I do is I just take and I pick them up and place it right behind it and cancel it. And you want to place it towards the edge, the inside edge of this block, the very last block, as centered as you possibly can get it. Just like that. And see, when I place it down, those pillars came right straight back. Okay? So now you're going to take, and you're going to pick that back up, and you're going to move it out of the way, but you're going to cancel place it. Don't place it down. Then we're going to do the same process for this one. Pick up your bottom 2 pillars, cancel them out of the way, turn your grid off, Get it as close to the middle and the edge of this block as possible without it coming through the edge of the block. And set it down. So now you see all of this is attached, right? So now we're just going to pick up our whole entire piece and set it back down. And from here, you have a pretty new lattice wall. And you're free to decorate. These pieces, most of the wall pieces will attach to these pillars without them having to be moved or having to be straight up and down. It will attach to them. So you can pretty much decorate however you want to decorate at this point. Just remember to do your flowers before you start building your actual wall. All right, so there's one. We'll set it out of the way. And we're going to start this one. This one is just a little different. It has just a little bit more pieces to it. So it has the same amount of wall pieces. So we're going to go ahead and build our frame. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you also want to make sure that they are fully attached. You want to be able to pick up this very first block that you laid down and move it all at the same time. You don't want to have to group select. When it comes to cancel placement, it will not cancel place things that are not attached to that piece you're cancel placing, if that makes sense. So let's say I just scooted this up next to it and see how it's not attached. So if I group select and I come over here and I cancel place it, it won't let me. It will not let you cancel place. So you have to make sure that they're actually attached. Just like that. Okay? That sun is so bright sometimes. Will you get up there? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm having server connection issues for some reason. No, it didn't mess with my video, so I think we're good. Oh, that light is so bright. All right, so there's our frame. Once again, we're going to set it out of the way. This time, we're going to make both sets of pillars instead of just the one set. We're gonna work smarter, not harder. Gotta get my shit together. Come on now. All right, let me flip my page back to my first page because see, I have a notebook where I make all of my notes for everything that I built. All right, so the first one, you're gonna have 2 with 3 pillars, 2 with 4 pillars, and 1 with 2 pillars. So it's a total of 10 pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Same process. You're going to sink it 2 times. 1, 2. Cancel place. Okay. Now we can pick up and set it down. The reason why I always just pick up the wall piece and set it back down is because a lot of times I forget to reset the actual shelf. And if you don't reset the actual shelf, which is what has been cancel placed, it's going to mess up the whole thing and you'll have to restart. So there's that. All right, so we've got one pillar with only two. So we're going to pick these up and set them down. Now off to the next one. 1, 2. All right, and there's 2 with 3 pillars. So after this one, we'll be able to take 4 of these off. Pick up, set back down. So now we can remove. All right, and let's see the very first one. And the next to the last one is going to be 3. All right, now you can opt to move these all in closer now if you would like to. Whoops, probably make your life a whole lot easier. All right. 1, 2. And attach the final set of pillars. And pick up and set it down. So now you have your set of 4 pillars all sunken together. Ooh, don't get stuck. All right, so now you have all of your pillars prepped and ready to go. Remember to do your flowers if you want flowers on them before you do all this. All right, so now you're gonna need 2 pillars, just like the first one, onto your wall or your floor piece. All right, so this one, you're only going to rotate, instead of rotating 4 times, you're going to rotate it 3 times. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and set it as close to the edge as you possibly can, because this one you have to move 20 to the left. And don't get upset or frustrated at yourself if you lose count, because I've done it so many times. All right, so you're going to pick it up. Make sure it's still in the same position you picked it up or had it placed down at. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then you're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's where you're going to cancel place. Now you got to move your wall. 1, 2, 3. And back just a smidge. No, let me put just a smidgen too much, but it'll be all right. Okay, grab your first one. Same process. You're going to place it on this very first pillar or very bottom pillar using your grid. And you got your first. Okay. This one gets a little bit more hairy. I'll tell you that right now. A little bit more complicated. It is a process. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You've got it. 3. And then this one is going to go left 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now this one's where you're going to just cancel place it right there. Pick up your wall. 1, 2, 3. Back just a smidge. Don't forget to cancel place the first one out of the way. Pick up your whole wall and place it down. And that's number 2. All right, let's go number 3. If you have to, I've had to when I'm doing these, I've gotten used to it now, but if you have to, you can take these and cancel place them out of the way if they're getting in your way from picking up your shelf. One, 2, 3. Okay, this one is going to go left 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll be right in the crack. And then cancel. You're going to pick up. 1, 2, 3. Back just a smidge. Just a smidge and it'll do. Bring this one over. All right. Cancel these down. Back on that very bottom pillar again. Pick up your shelf or your whole thing. Get up and put it down. Now you've got your third one. Now for the fourth one. 1, 2, 3. This one is going to go left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And cancel. Bring out, hit your number 1 button. Oh, nope, we're going to move our wall. Move our wall. Come on, wifey. 1, 2, 3. Cancel it. Cancel these out of the way. Grab your next one. Same pillar. Pick up your wall, put it back in its original spot, and voila, you have got number 4. All right, and for the last one. 1, 2, 3. And then this one's going to go left 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, see, sometimes it happens. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're going to go up 9. 1, 2. Being on this crack is really hard. So if you have to, move it in a little. Okay. So 1, nope, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That way you're off of that crack because you do have to go up by 9. And being on that crack makes it really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back over 8, and 9. And you're going to cancel place it right there. Okay? And then pick up your wall. 1, 2, 3. Just a little bit back. Cancel place your previous ones out of the way. Whoops. We don't want to cancel place the whole thing. And then we're going to attach this one to the very first, the top post. Just like that, the same way you did the other one. Okay, pick up this, set it back down in its original spot. And you now have your first one done. Okay, good job, guys. Let's do that again. One more time. Okay, set that down. 1, 2. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. Set her down. All right. Now, the first one was 20. 20 and 3. Over 20, up 3. Rotate. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. Cancel. Okay. Pick up your shelf or your wall piece. I always say shelf. Pick up your wall piece. 1, 2, 3. Back just a smidge. Just a smidge will do you. Okay. Pick up your first piece and attach it. Pick up. Set down. Okay. Now the second one is 15. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Cancel. Okay. Move our wall. 1, 2, 3, and back just a smidge. Okay. Cancel this one out of the way. Pick up our next one and attach it. Pick up your wall piece, set it back down. Okay. Number 3. Once you get used to it, it goes a whole lot faster. 1, 2, 3. And then this one is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Cancel. Pick up. 1, 2, 3. Back just a smidge. Cancel place these out of the way. And place. Pick up your whole wall. Set it back down. Number 3. All right, off to number 4. 1, 2, 3. And then this one is to the left 5 and up 4. So 1, 2, wait, I didn't move that, did I? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel these out of the way. Sometimes it will do that. It's okay. Just grab it again. I'm not sure what happens when that does that. I'm not sure why it does that. I have no answers for that one. Back in the same one. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Hold on. And it's okay. If you forget to move your wall, but remember it at the last second, it's perfectly okay. 1, 2, 3. Back just a smidge. Okay. and then place that. Now, see, it's okay. It happens. Flip. I promise, it happens. It's okay if it does. All right, and the last one. 2, 3. 1. Oop. 2. Stop that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And cancel. Remember to move my wall this time. 1, 2, 3. Back just a little. Cancel. I like to use my pink fish, number one, because you guys can see it and I can see it. So, like, you can see, when you see that pink fish come out, you know I'm cancel placing it. That should be good. You shouldn't have to remove that top one for this first one. Now, of course, this last one goes on the very top pillar, up to the edge. Pick up and set down. And now you have your other side. And then assembly. Same process goes. The only difference is this one gets sunk in by 7 instead of 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And cancel. Then you're going to move this stuff out of the way. Cancel place it out of the way. Just don't forget to cancel place. And the same is also going to go for these. This one you're going to have to cancel place all 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pick up your bottom pillar. Place it as far in the middle as you possibly can and as close to the edge without allowing the pillar to come through the other side of the concrete block. And set it down. Okay. So that's one side. Pick it up. Cancel it out of your way. And we're going to do the same process for this side. 1, 2, and 3. Turn my grid off. Get it placed in the middle as much as possible. All right. Now, once again, as you can see, all of this is now attached together. Okay, so it'll move as a whole because it's all attached. Pick this up, set it down, and you now have the other shelf or the other lattice wall. So, and you can achieve both of these with any pillars. I did it with the copper ones just so you guys could see you can use any pillars to be able to make these. It just depends on what you want, what your look is. You can use any of the blocks that you would like to use. You can make this as big as you want to. You just kind of have to play with your sizes. You may have to add more pillars. You may have to take some away. You just kind of have to play with it. But once you learn the basics of how to do something, that's where you can take it from there and create something of your own. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Bye.